So this is US dollar CAD analysis for Thursday, the 28th of September. Now, let's go out to the higher time frames first. Give you my point of view and my perspective. On a monthly time frame, we currently are, you'd say, bearish, as we had previous to this month. We've had, just to say the 3 previous months, we did have a very bearish price action, candles closing near their lows, sizable candles at that as well. Now, in August, we did have price push upwards, but it was immediately sold back down, and I think it did eventually close. How did it close? So it opened at 78 and it closed at 81. So a slight 3 pip gain on the month of August. Now this month we have pushed the prices sold off even more. I did expect it to go down to the 120 level to meet the 200 period moving average on the monthly time frame, but we have pulled back quite a bit from there, so it doesn't price doesn't want to go all the way down to the 200 period moving average on the monthly time frame. Now, if we have a look at the weekly, what have we seen? Well, we had a fairly sizable candle to the downside, preceded by a bullish candle, not revisiting its lows on the weekly time frame. Now, in light of the previous trend and the strength of the trend that you can see on this weekly chart, not so much on the monthly, you can see on the monthly chart, but a weekly, I was cautiously bullish based on my weekly open, so it's having that market flexibility. I wonder if that's even a word. It's being flexible in the market and treating, despite sometimes you be trading counter to the trend. That's the reason sometimes in my videos I would say cautiously bullish or cautiously bearish, as it may be counter to the primary trend. But as we know, trends eventually change. Markets do reverse. They turn around. They go one way, then they'll go another. So you have to be aware of it and have a plan, and not be while you do want to have strength in your conviction, you don't want to be dogmatic to the point that you continue to beat a dead horse, for a want of a better phrase. So on a weekly time frame, the turnaround has happened over the past 3 weeks, and let's just see. If we go down to the hourly time frame, let's just see where I am. This week we opened at 123.34, so 23.34, and that was a level. Above this level, I'll be looking to take bullish trades because it is above the weekly open. Now, what have we seen yesterday, for example, the 27th? We've seen price, well, we had a test of the level. Okay, we had a test. Let's see when the test was. We had a test on the 26th. So the day before yesterday. We had the bullish close off it. This is all based on the hourly chart, and prices continue to trade away from that level. And yes, that's what I like to see in terms of a level being held, is the price moving away from that level in a particular direction. Sometimes when it oscillates around that level, it's difficult to say, but when it oscillates into like a range, like over here, for example, when you do have a candle which breaks the trend, like a candle which a large body, you could take it as an indicator that there has been a shift somewhat in momentum, and the market has found direction, whether it's holding the level or breaking away from the level. And holding the level, or breaking towards, or breaking away from, well, breaking away from the level. Now, that's a better way to put it. We've seen a price come down, test on the 26th. Today on the 27th, well, yesterday on the 27th, price has come down pretty close to the 123.34, so 23.34. It came all the way down to 23.36, so within 2 pips of the actual level marked on the chart. Now, and it immediately reversed to the upside, to my previous upside target, which I identified in early videos, being 124.26. As you can see, we've blasted through that level. Price, we've had strong candles closing near the highs, showing strong momentum in the market. At present, we do appear to be going to a bit of a consolidation, which will likely, if it doesn't reverse, which I don't expect it to, likely play into a bull flag scenario, whereby which prices may come down to, say, 124.50, 124.50, before a further continuation to the upside. Now, to the upside, I was looking at 125. Currently, we're trading 124.74. So within 25 pips of the upside level identified. So if we do hold the 25 from the downside, well, if we do reverse from there, again 24.26 comes into focus to the short side. But from the long side, if we do break above it and hold, where would price likely go next? Okay, so let's just have a look. Let's just have a look at this chart, and let's just have a look at the weekly. Let's see if there's anything of interest. Ah, there we are. The levels marked on the chart. So I just needed to change the scaling a bit. And so 25, above that, I'll be looking at 26.63. So that would be above. That'll be 160 plus pips above this 125 if we do break and hold that level. So as you can see with the previously with the strength of the US dollar against the yen, now against the Canadian dollar, the US dollar does seem to have caught a bid recently. So what do I expect going forward? Further continuation to the upside. I am cautious about the heavy selling, but the fact that the US dollar has strengthened against a couple of pairs, I am increasingly, I'm not as cautious in my bullish bias. So overall, I am bullish. Before I go, LCS, like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching.